Alright, what is up, guys? Dashing here, episode 722 of Community Universe Code and edition number 27 of Crossfire, the first episode of Crossfire this season. Of course, we got things started earlier this week with Supremacy, and man, what a show that was, if I do say so myself. Now, of course, as I am the illustrious general manager of Supremacy, I'm going to do my very best to bias calling Ken Donahue and what he's put together here on Crossfire tonight and going forward, despite the fact that Supremacy has the better superstars and the better booking. And well, let's just see what Ken Donahue has in store for us here tonight as we get things started with a six-pack challenge in the women's division featuring some new names, some old names, and everything in between. Look. Alright? Just because I'm running Supremacy now and it's a tight ship and it's the, flagship show of CMV. Let's not lie to ourselves here. Doesn't mean I can't still be the voice of CMV. Okay? What would it be without me? Come on now. Alright, Ken Donahue's a good guy. I'm sure he's got something to look forward to here tonight. And here we see Spice Rock. Now, some of you might somewhat recall her. A few appearances a couple years ago alongside Sugar Bay Stevenson. Now, no doubt about it, you got to remember that name. And he's set to return here to CMV soon himself. But first, Spice Rock gonna show us what she's worth. A rock gal through and through. I don't know what you're talking about, right? Look, I'll say this much. Ken Donahue's got a great main event to look forward to, as we'll see the Purge's Schmitty, global champion, and United States champion Jarek Lawson take on the Justice family, Jared Leon and Bloody Justice. Here we see Elizabeth Quinn making her CMV debut. Big announcement coming up a little bit later on tonight as well, guys, regarding our next stop on pay-per-view. Of course, we know that in 4 weeks' time, Battle Scars waits in the distance, but we've got a date before then, and a massive match set to take place. And yet another debutee, Akira, also with her first appearance. An opportunity for a lot of these newcomers here tonight to earn a big win and instantly put themselves on the map in the women's division. Speaking of the women's division later on tonight, women's hardcore champion Angelina Hawkins in action as she goes one-on-one with May Felix. A follow-up to that 8-woman tag match we saw at Christmas Clash. Of course, where Team Danielle Davis knocked off Team Joy Justice. Don't question it, all right? There's one thing I'll give to Ken Donahue. One thing for sure, he doesn't have to deal with that troglodyte, Jason Spade. A night without Jason Spade is a good night in my book. Ken Donahue probably crying himself to sleep, though. Me taking Ace Reeves from him. And a tweet here, guys, from Joy Justice, the women's champion, is watching. She says, if any of these women want a shot at my belt, they're going to have to prove themselves and impress me. Well, we know that Joy Justice will be defending her title at Battle Scars, guys, against former champion Danielle Davis. That is now official. But it seems like Joy not taking her eyes off of the rest of the competition. I think we might have an early winner in the new season for longest entrance. Akira is really letting herself get acquainted with the CMV audience here. Oh, and I'm excited for this one. You all know her, you all love her. Making her in-ring debut here tonight, though, guys. None other than Scotty 230. Of course, brought in a couple of years ago as a member of Sam Valentine's Party Pack. And the Dream returning has brought, once again, Scotty 230 along with him. No Cinnamon here tonight, but I think we'll do just fine. Now under the moniker Party Hardcore, Sam Valentine and his posse promised to get extreme this season. Maybe that means Scotty 230's got her eyes on the Women's Hardcore Championship. And of course, guys, earlier this week on Supremacy, we heard some strong words from Jasmine Crossings. Came down to the ring and said she's waited long enough, years, now that she's back. She ain't going to take a back seat any longer, wants a shot at the Women's Championship, wanted a shot at Battle Scars, but of course with Danielle Davis cashing in her rematch clause, Jasmine Crossings might have to wait a little bit longer. And more importantly than that, has to back up her words with a big win here tonight, and a big win it would be. Oh, Joy Justice sending some shots at me here, telling me to pretty much shut my mouth when it comes to Jason Spade. I think Joy Justice would do well to remember that the women's division is on Supremacy as well. And last but not least, guys, the return of a former Women's Intercontinental Champion. We have not seen her in over a year since the closure of NGW. Amy Winters has returned. Oh, my bad, my bad. I misread that tweet. That was from Bloody Justice, not Joy. Well, Bloody, there might not be anything I can do to you on Supremacy, but you never know when a cheeky trade might be made. Maybe I'll trade you to Supremacy just so I can have Ace Reeves beat the crap out of you. Amy Winters, always on the precipice of breaking the glass ceiling her time at NGW. Chasing after the Women's Championship, never able to win the big one, though. Now amongst her peers, like Jasmine Crossings and all these newcomers, trying to get ahead of the pack early on. So here we go, six-pack challenge to kick off the first episode of Crossfire in the new season. Big night of action indeed. The Anarchy Championship going to be decided as Xander Slank defends against Chris Diamond. We'll also see Brett Curtis and Andrew Briggs collide in a Falls Count Anywhere, the fallout of their Ascendant's 8 Undisputable Heavyweight Championship match, where of course neither of them were successful in dethroning Jason Spade, unfortunately. And much more. You can see all these gals just taking different parts of the ring. Amy Winters tying up with Scotty 230. Akira, meanwhile, thrown to the outside by Spice Rock. Elizabeth Quinn and Jasmine Crossings not holding back on each other. Much like we know Joy Justice is watching, I'm sure many in the women's division are keeping a close eye, wanting to scout out all these new names and all these returning veterans. Super kick by Quinn in the ring. And if one of these rookies does pull out the win here, man, that would be a huge first impression. Quinn using the ropes to her advantage here. No disqualifications, of course, as this is a six-pack challenge. Amy Winters has got Scotty 230 in trouble. Scotty, the tallest of this bunch. Doesn't seem to be helping her out very much, though, right now. Amy Winters all over her like a monkey on a cupcake, you might say. Akira with the first pinfall attempt of the match on Spice Rock only gets a 1 count. I'm sure Sugar Babe Stevenson is not too far, probably in the back enjoying some moon juice or something. Collar Neville tie-up. Jasmine Crossing's going to overpower Elizabeth Quinn. Big Irish whip, sent her down to the outside. Scotty 230 just can't seem to get an edge here on Amy Winters. Been pretty much one-sided in their fight here at the bottom of the ramp. In the ring, Akira. Vertical suplex, keeping it simple but effective. Stomp onto the arm. Into a dragon sleeper. And Spice Rock could be slipping into the deep end, guys. Will this be a quick one? No, countered by the rock and roll gal. Completely whiffed that attempted corkscrew form smash, and Akira slapping her backside, saying kiss it. Oh, and Jasmine Crossings gives her a taste of her own medicine. But then she's usurped by Elizabeth Quinn. Tiger suplex with a bridge to try and pin. Not much left, though. And a tweet here, guys, from Bloody Justice. He says, tonight, me and Jared will take a fight to 2 people. One who we know well and one who is new. Best of luck. Of course, the Justice family drafted here at Crossfire. It's their first night, and a big first night indeed, as they take on the Purge. Global Champion Schmitty and United States Champion Jarek Lawson. Heavy Irish whip. Quinn sent over the ropes. Now Spice Rock and Akira tying up again. Meanwhile, Scotty 230 and Amy Winters still beating the hell out of each other towards the bottom of the ramp. Can I do the Uso? I don't know what that is. You mean when they yell their name? Uso! Like that? I guess so. Or do you mean like the haka they did? I can't do that, unfortunately. Elizabeth Quinn, the only one standing in the ring right now. Will she take advantage? Nice leg sweep by Spice Rock. Amy Winters, who would have guessed it, getting back into the ring. Jumping over everybody else to nail Scotty 230 with that double boot stomp. Couple of elbows from the side of the head. Jasmine Crossings, look at this with a modified crossface motivate label lock. Spice Rock is getting caught in a lot of submissions here at this six-pack challenge. She was in trouble at the hands of Akira earlier, and now Crossings almost had her done in. Super kicks aplenty from Elizabeth Quinn. Tying up Amy Winters in a straightjacket German suplex, another bridge. That would have been a big pinfall there for Miss Quinn. Elizabeth opting to talk that smack instead of going for a possible match-winning pin. Now in the ring, except for Spice Rock, who, if you ask me, my strategy resting up at ringside while everybody else continues to knock heads. freaking tumbled like a wet spaghetti noodle. Went totally limp. Pinfall attempt here by Jasmine Crossings, and we have ourselves the first elimination. Spice Rock gonna be hitting the showers. And look at Jasmine wasting no time. Another straight jacket neckbreaker, this time from Elizabeth Quinn. 1, 2, 3 back-to-back eliminations for Jasmine Crossings, sending out Spice Rock and Elizabeth Quinn. But not a whole lot of time to celebrate that fact. Scotty Tudati trying to jump her. And so 4 remain. Look at Jasmine now. Man, she really is amped up. She spent the last year biding her time. Now she's back and taking no prisoners. What's up, Aaron? Akira, Scotty Tudati, Jasmine Crossings, and Amy Winters. Ooh, knocked off the top. That did not look like a fun fall. Scotty Tudati still trying to hold her own. Amy Winters looking for that big knee of hers, but Akira cut her off. And now Akira might be looking to take out possibly the biggest threat in this match. Oh, dropping Amy right on her neck. And that'll do it. 1, 2, but Amy Winters using that resiliency of hers, that heart you may have forgotten she possesses. But she's staying in the fight and now trying to take out Akira with a half Boston Crab. Scotty Tudati at ringside, sort of hiding from the competition right now. Michinoku driver by Amy Winters, grabs the leg trying to pin. She really wants to eliminate Akira here. Jasmine Crossings, though, looking for her 3rd elimination. Scotty Tudati's going to interrupt. Tiger suplex, and now Scotty Tudati gets the cross neckbreaker. 1, 2, 3 eliminations, guys, for Jasmine Crossings. How impressive. She can barely stand. Taking out Spice Rock, Elizabeth Quinn, and Scotty Tudati with that straight jacket neckbreaker of hers. Incredible. Trying to use the ropes to get back to her feet. Akira closing in on the kill, perhaps. A couple of forearm smashes. Amy Winters wants to be a part of the fun. She missed that drop kick, though, and there goes Crossings to the outside. Valiant effort by Scotty Tudati. And anyone getting in the way of Jasmine Crossings here tonight is evidently in big trouble. By Akira. 6-pack challenge really requires a whole lot of stamina. You got to be in tip-top shape. You got to have great cardio. There's that dragon sleeper again. Akira might finally have... Whoa, Jasmine Crossings, though, breaking up the submission. Now, why would she do that? Akira's going to make her pay regardless. Crossings may have put herself in the crosshairs of Akira. Maybe the 2 veterans wanting to jump the rookie. I mean, they do have color coordination, so double teaming might make sense here. Oh, and there's the knee from Amy. But look at how smart Akira is. This is her debut, her first match, but the wherewithal to roll out of the ring so that she cannot be pinned after the knee from Amy Winters. Look at Jasmine, ruthless in this match. Smashing Winters. A good 10 times face first off that top turnbuckle. Falling drop kick. Jasmine Crossings feeling herself right now, and for good reason. She's been dominating this matchup. And here we got the label lock. The label lock once again cinched in. Amy Winters has survived a lot of submission holds throughout the course of this match. Might be about to catch up to her, and it does, guys. 4 eliminations. 4 eliminations by Jasmine Crossings. She just took out a former Women's Intercontinental Champion in Amy Winters. And now it's down to just she and Akira. Shot to the jaw. Tries for a hangman's neck breaker, but Akira's going to break free at the last second. Taking her for a walk. Smashed face first off those steel steps. I think Akira's realized she's going to have to do all she can to take out Jasmine Crossings here. I think you might be right. Jasmine came out here tonight, man, ready to shock the locker room. 4 eliminations. Can she make it 5? A clean sweep, drop kicking Akira back first into the apron there. Big old slap. Complete and utter disrespect from Jasmine, who now throws Akira right into the announce table. Better not knock over my Mountain Dew. Very well could have chipped a tooth. Jasmine not holding back, ladies and gentlemen. 4 for 4. Can she make the final elimination? Nobody has kicked out of this straitjacket neck breaker in this match. 1, 2, 3. What? And just as I say that, Akira defying the odds. But what's Jasmine got now? Up to the top rope. Tries for a body splash, but Akira got up those knees. Instead of capitalizing, however, the debutee mocking Jasmine, now catches her with a backslide. Only gets the 2 count though. Irish whip, waiting patiently on the rebound. Kitchen sink. And now Akira on the prowl. Can she upset Jasmine Crossings, who's been on a rampage? Onto the neck. 1, 2, 3. Incredible. And even though Akira is the victor, MVP of that match has to go to Jasmine Crossings, who eliminated Spice Rock, Elizabeth Quinn, Scotty Titati, and Amy Winters, but in the end, unable to take out Akira. Akira in her debut wins the 6-pack challenge. What a match. What a performance by Jasmine Crossings, and what a win for Akira. I'll say this much, Jasmine Crossings has impressed not only me, I'm sure Ken Donahue, these fans, and everyone in the back. A year off has not put a damper on her abilities. However, Akira is the one standing tall here tonight. What a debut. Welcome to the women's division in CMV. Akira seems ready. And look at this, Joy Justice saying, Akira and Jasmine, I have an eye on both of you. I may be looking to form a team. Maybe Joy Justice looking for some backup as women's champion. She does have a lot of enemies. I don't know, after a performance like that, though, doesn't seem like Akira really needs a partner. And coming up next, guys, we've got some tag team action before our main event later on tonight, where Global Champion Schmitty and United States Champion Jared Lawson of The Purge will take on the Justice family, Jared Leon and Bloody Justice. It's going to be Masawa Kage and Christian Kai, guys, taking on Mr. Money in the Bank Patch Mondo and Shanaz Andoni, We saw him, of course, return at Christmas Clash. He was backstage when Jason Spade entered the arena. He was seemingly teaching Joseph Senta a couple of his moves. But now SHANAZ Andoni returns to the ring. I could not be more hyped. Honestly, that's probably one of the drafts I'm most sour about. SHANAZ Andoni on Supremacy. Good on you. The one and only SHANAZ Andoni Baloney, real number one Bubba. And he and Pachmondo evidently forming a friendship over the last couple of weeks. And so tonight they're going to test that friendship against Kage and Kai, enemies, but have been working together as of late. And of course, I'm sure they, along with Pachmondo, still to this day feeling the effects of that brutal Money in the Bank ladder match at Ascendance 8, which of course Pachmondo won. Now with the opportunity to cash in anytime, anywhere he wants to for a global championship match. A part of that championship scramble on Supremacy earlier this week. Of course, not victorious. Jason Spade escaping with his tail tucked between his legs. He can run, though. He can't hide. Not for long. Kai and Kage keeping their sights set on that Money in the Bank briefcase, though, that Pachmondo possesses. What up, Hydro? Misawa Kage, Christian Kai, Pachmondo, along with the other three superstars in the Money in the Bank ladder match at Ascendance, just about killed each other for the right to earn that briefcase that now Pachmondo has within his possession, and all but guarantees it to be a future global champion. Of course, only two people in CMV history have ever failed to cash in Money in the Bank: Sophia Gibson and Nick Blake. 80% of the time, though, a cash-in means a new champion, and now Schmitty has to have eyes in the back of his head. Pachmondo could be creeping up, looking to make his rookie year that much better. Christian Kai, Misawa Kage starting off as enemies in the pursuit of the European Championship, still held by Reese Matthews, who will be in action later on tonight, going one-on-one with Josh Wolf. But I think Kai has a bigger prize in mind now. He wants that briefcase that Pachmondo has, and willing to partner up with Misawa Kage in order to get closer to Mr. Money in the Bank. And here comes the superstar with perhaps the greatest first few months of any superstar in CMV history. Pachmondo debuting, and at first, I'm guilty, I'll admit, even I thought he was a flash in the pan. You know, he took on Schmitty in losing effort, he took on Xander Slate in losing effort, but then out of nowhere, he beat Bloody Justice. In a huge upset, he beat George King to qualify for Money in the Bank, and then at Ascendance 8, he won the damn thing. And now can cash in any time, and you're probably looking at the next global champion, Pachmondo, who on top of all that also earned an undisputed World Heavyweight Championship match, was a part of that scramble earlier this week on Supremacy, and even though he didn't win that, I'm sure his spirits are still high. As you see that briefcase, that beautiful briefcase with the contract inside. And ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes, the return of the one and only SHANAZ Andoni Maloney, the real #1 Bubba, Johnny Gat, a multi-time tag team champion, former Anarchy champion, light heavyweight champion. SHANAZ Andoni returns. It's been too long. Patch Mondo saying that SHANAZ Andoni has been teaching him English. I don't know if SHANAZ Andoni is the greatest English teacher, but Andoni more than happy to back up Patch Mondo here against Kage and Kai. Here we go, Misawa Kage going to start things off for he and Christian Kai. Patch Mondo for he and SHANAZ Andoni. Probably a good idea. I would imagine SHANAZ has got some ring rust on him. Hopefully he'll be able to knock it off here. Christian Kai's got a lot of pots boiling at the moment. Wants a piece of Patch Mondo, but also maintains he deserves another shot at the European Championship. He was not the one pinned back at Purgatory in the triple threat match between Heath Reese Matthews and Misawa Kage. The European champion himself was enough to worry about tonight, though. Getting Josh Wolf one-on-one. Irish whip into the corner. Tries for a tag, but Kage gets a boot across the face. Heavy Irish whip. Earlier tonight, talked about a big announcement, guys. We know that Battle Scars is coming up in a few weeks. Already some huge matches set, including Danielle Davis getting her rematch against Joy Justice for the CMV Women's Championship. But there's going to be a stop before that, as in 2 weeks, Wild Card returns. And if you are not remembering Wild Card, it's been a couple of years, but the premise is any superstar across both rosters, guys, Supremacy and Crossfire, are going to be put into, not a hat, a machine, and will be eligible for a shot at any undercard championship. All undercard championships are going to be on the line. There's a reason for that, as of course in the main event, this huge match, it has been made official. So many have been anticipating it, as Schmitty will go one-on-one with Jason Spade, non-title but champ versus champ. Everybody's been clamoring for this since the end of Christmas Clash, where of course the two sized each other up. It's going to be a can't-miss event. Definitely excited to see it back. Could be any one of these four superstars possibly earning a shot at a championship, which, who knows? It's up to the machines, man. And we get Patch Mondo with a camel clutch variation. Able to slip through as Misawa Kage. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but I'll be rooting for Schmitty at Wild Card. Knife edge chop by Misawa Kage. Sent to the corner now. Will we finally see SHANAZ Andoni? No. Oh, Misawa Kage knocking Andoni off the apron before Patch Mondo could make the tag. The absolute villain. The criminal. On the rebound now. Nice block and a Borto end by Patch Mondo. Another former Money in the Bank winner. Mondo now possibly looking for Wasteland, a maneuver we've come to expect from him. But a hot tag is made, and here he comes. Here comes the real #1 Bubba, baby. Bicycle kick, clothesline. Kage getting the hell out of dodge. Hot tag made to Christian Kai. SHANAZ Andoni straight up nope in that drop kick, though. Overhand punch caught, crack to the jaw. Kai calls himself the natural, and it's easy to see why. Built for this sport. Oh, knee up under the chin. SHANAZ is not having a good time against this young up-and-comer. Targeting the arm is SHANAZ. Not missing a single beat. It's clear that SHANAZ Andoni has been training still. Oh, and are we going to see it? SHANAZ Andoni's tuning up the band. Sweep! No! Sweet shin music gets blocked by Christian Kai in absolute denial. And Kai is not here to play games and have fun. Oh, taking SHANAZ out with that Death Valley drivers drilling Andoni into the canvas, but it's not enough for the 3 count, only getting the 2. Christian Kai tries to keep the pressure applied with a tag. Says Andoni, and tag to Patch Mondo. The age-old drop toe hold elbow drop combination. Patchy, a house of fire right now. Scoop slam, corkscrew elbow, taking that arm and smacking it off the canvas. Irish whipping out of the corner, frequent tags between these two. They've become fast friends. Assisted kick to the gut. That friendship, though, having a tough time. Tested against the metal of Kage and Kai. It's obvious that Masao Kage and Christian Kai aren't taking SHANAZ Andoni very seriously. That's a mistake that many men have made throughout the history of CMV. And it's why SHANAZ Andoni is a multi-time tag team champion, a former Anarchy champion, a former light heavyweight champion. Look at this teamwork, though, between former enemies. Leg drop back suplex, and Masao Kage straight out of that into the end of days. And Andoni is done for unless Patch Mondo can make the save, and he does. Referee not holding back. Fast count nearly got Christian Kai disqualified. Middle of the ring with a Boston Crab. Kage wrenching back with all he's got. SHANAZ Andoni ain't no quitter, though. Slaps away that overhand knife edge chop. Lit up like a Christmas tree. No celebrating in that ring right now, though. Super kick. Kage down fast. But SHANAZ knows he's hurt. Smarter to make the tag. See if Patch Mondo can finish Kage off. Grabs the hand, but you can never count out Masao Kage. Fighting back up. Dominant position now for Kage. Hangman's neck breaker. Dropped right on that knee. Disgusting effect. I mean, we've seen this before from Masao Kage. Out of the corner like a speeding bullet. The single knee to the face. But Mr. Money in the Bank not staying down for very long. Took that like a champion. Took that like the future champion that he is. But Kage is not letting up. Tag made to Andoni. Phenomenal teamwork so far between Mondo and Andoni. Double back body drop. And there goes SHANAZ. That knee is jerking. And you know what that means? Kinshasa from SHANAZ Andoni. How's that for a knee to the face? One. Only a 1 count. Christian Kai is going to pay. Stunner! Stunner from Andoni. And see ya bye, Christian Kai. SHANAZ, where's he going? Watch out, Mondo. Give SHANAZ some room to work here. What is he doing? What is SHANAZ doing? Bang, bang. From the high red district. Oh, he missed the leg drop, though. I think he was going for a famouser. Instead, he gets cracked in the jaw. And just like that, Kage back on the attack. End of days number 2. No, runs right into Andoni, drop toe hold. And there's another super kick. Andoni's gassed. The tag might be the smart move right now for the real number 1 Bubba. Kicks the knee. Irish whip into the corner. Clothesline with some flair. Andoni wants the tag and he gets it. Mondo. Easy pickings right now. Misawa Kage, not too sure if he's even aware of where he is right now. Busted open. Oh, now a full Nelson face buster. 1. Christian Kai. Quick to make that pin break though. Going after that arm one more time. SHANAZ Andoni dropping Christian Kai. Misawa Kage to his feet. In the danger zone though. Heavy Irish whip to the outside. Kinshasa to Christian Kai. And I think Kai might be down for a while now. Misawa Kage on his own. Chop coming. Mondo catches it though. Misses the hook. Misawa Kage does not miss the kick to the midsection. Beautiful reversal for a DDT. Got to get back into the ring though. Having until the count of 20. Reverse DDT on the outside. Kage still bleeding. That'll create a pretty nasty effect with the paint. Hope that doesn't get in his eyes. Christian Kai still down from the Kinshasa. Mondo, another DDT. Scracking the skull. Preaching to the choir there, Rifted. Welcome, by the way. How are you? I can tell you how Mondo is. The stroke from Mondo. Does he have this match won? Uno, no, Christian Kai got back to life just in time, but every time he makes a pin break, he ends up getting decked, and he's right back to the outside. And now Kage is bleeding very badly. Almost seems like that's giving him a second win, though. Kage coming back to life. Mondo says, sit your ass down with that slap. Kage hitting Mondo with his own maneuver, the wasteland. European uppercut. Kage staggering out to the center of the ring. Very competitive matchup this has been. SHANAZ Andoni in phenomenal shape for a year off. Mondo really wants to get him in that corner. There's the tag. Mondo helping out. Double axe handle to the arm. To the outside once more. We travel. Christian Kai does not look great, guys. Heaving on all fours. Big double chop. Andoni wants none of it. Wants none of that strong style. Ooh! Andoni with the footwork. Throwing out them ham bones. Goes low to SHANAZ. And there's the headbutt. And once again trying to clean Misawa Kage's clock. Pop-up headbutt. Into the ring. Once more, these superstars travel. That's not a good thing for Misawa Kage. SHANAZ Andoni kick to the shin. Didn't seem to do much to Kage. Seems like he'll survive. Forearm smashes and bunches. I'm surprised Kage is still standing, especially after the amount of blood he's lost. Clothesline, though. Look at the blood all over Shanaz's hand. Knife edge chop. Ooh, that looks stiff. And right into another end of days. Shanaz flips out of it. Incredible timing by Andoni. And now Shanaz tying Mondo up into a pretzel, straight into the pin. Might have Kage trapped. 1, 2, no. That was back on 15. If you're talking about a regular, I think you might be referencing the trios match from a couple seasons ago. But there was a match on 2K15, a regular tag match that went over an hour. Rifted, you probably remember that. I believe it was, I don't remember their name. It was two Mexican wrestlers though, and I don't remember who they were fighting. But it went like over an hour. It would not end. I tried to bury that memory. Around and around and around we go. Shanaz Andoni can't even stand. Falls into the pin. 1, 2. That's not enough though. Shanaz backing up, looking for another Kinshasa maybe. Kage's just out of instinct, I think, trying to throw out punches and kicks. Mexican Militia, that was their name. Mexican Militia. Oh, an assist from Christian Kai out on the apron. Allows Misawa Kage to take control. Finally, gonna make that tag. No, Kage has been in the ring for so long. He really wants that tag now. Shanaz Andoni is just not willing to give it to him. It was Mexican Militia. I don't remember who they fought, though. Tag to Mondo. And Patchy gonna miss the Money in the Bank. It's a big old crossbody. Stomping Kage into the canvas. Irish whip out of the corner. Counters out of it. Kage and Kai are not having a good time. Ooh! Reverse DDT, and that's some innovative offense from the Czech-born Patch Mondo. Can he finally hit it? Yes, he can. Wasteland. Patch can't even stand at this point. What a war this has been. But he's still feeling it, beating his chest, turning to the fans. We're certainly behind the pairing of Patch Mondo and Shanaz Andoni. Patch. Finger on the trigger. What's this? The big knee. Blood spurting out of the head of Misawa Kage. Shanaz Andoni, though, just can't stop Christian Kai. Another stunner. I'd be very surprised if Misawa Kage has a head by the time this match is over. And Kage is getting desperate. Can't say that I entirely blame him. As he exposes that top turnbuckle, he says enough is enough. But Patch Mondo's not going to let him cheat. Patch with another Wasteland. But instead of going for the pin, this is prime opportunity. Christian Kai down. Patch can't help but to pay homage to these fans, though. Ducks the clothesline. Oh, and there's the exposed turnbuckle. Patch going back first into that exposed steel, and now Mondo is busted open. I don't even think Christian Kai wants to get back into this match. He's just sitting at ringside. He's like, I'm done. I am done. his better judgment, though. Back up on the apron, Patch Mondo. What a trooper. Making sure these fans are properly entertained. Stomps to that bloodied chest of Misawa Kage. And maybe Mondo looking for that knee to the face again. Kage with the end of days. That thing comes out of nowhere. But what's the referee doing? The referee deciding to fix the turnbuckle. 1, 2, 3. Luckily, he turns around just in time. Kai able to stop SHANAZ, Andoni, Kage, and Kai victorious. What a battle. I cannot believe Kage was standing, let alone able to win that match. What a tank. I can't believe that was 2 years ago. It does not feel like it. That must have been on 18 then. Misawa Kage and Christian Kai. Look at that. Kage toweled off and he's just instantly gushing blood again. Oh my God. He's going to need some stitches for sure, but big win for these two. Former enemies turned allies, getting the job done. At 3 fall. It was the Brass Ring Club versus, I believe, the Ballers Club. And a 2 out of 3 falls match. I forget. The trios titles. Remember those things? There's a former trios champion in this match coming up next. Xander Slate set to defend the Anarchy Championship against Chris Diamond. Of course, Xander Slate also one half of the Unified World Tag Team Champions, meaning, of course, he's able to compete on both shows, but he is technically a Crossfire superstar along with the Anarchy of his, but perhaps not for much longer as he puts it on against the Baller Bebe. Chris Diamond is back. The real Chris Diamond. He broke out of that cage, that mental cage he was in for over a year with his big brother Pierre Thompson at Ascendance 8, his first Ascendance win. It really just truly set Chris Diamond free, and now he is back to the man that he used to be, and perhaps looking to add one of those very few titles he's yet to win to that impressive resume of his. Now, Rifted, I think you're thinking about that triple threat ladder match at SummerSlam. It was like Mexican Militia, I think Zack Attack, and some other team. I think the Industry. That was at SummerSlam. I'm talking about, it was a standard tag team match on like an episode of Raw between the Mexican Militia and someone. Maybe it was the Industry. But it went on for like over an hour. Chris Diamond absolutely looking from head to toe, iced out, as he hopes to continue what has been nothing but an upward trajectory the last couple of months, culminating with that win against Pierre Thompson inside of a steel cage at Ascendance 8. And Chris Diamond, a former Rising Star Champion, Tag Team Cup winner, former Tag Team Champion, Money in the Bank winner, former Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, and United States Champion. Like I said, one of the very few belts he's yet to hold is that Anarchy Championship. Yeah, I did that a couple of times in 2K15. Those tag matches in 2K15 would not end. Speaking of upward trajectories, though, Xander Slate, and speaking of iced out, it has been a good few months for the OG Dirty Heel. Picking up the Unified World Tag Team titles with Shay Hoxton. Of course, big win for them just earlier this week on Supremacy over the Next Gen Renegades. But then beating Brett Curtis as well just before Ascendance for the Anarchy Championship. Xander Slate's already defended it a couple of times. But going up against Chris Diamond here, he's got a wave of momentum behind him. Xander Slate could be in trouble. And he doesn't have the Senator backing him up like usual. The former Trios champion, as I mentioned before. Are we going to get the gum spit? Which lucky fan's going to get the gum spit in their mouth? Oh, there it goes. Quick way to spread Corona. Xander Slate doesn't care. There we go, CMV Anarchy Championship on the line. As Chris Diamond hopes to keep this run he's been on alive and well. A very, very dark place Chris Diamond was in for a long time. It took him down some truly dark roads. Did some things he can probably never forgive himself for. But now he's no longer looking into the past, but the future, and that future goes right through Xander Slate and the Anarchy Championship here tonight on the first Crossfire of the new season. Already been a wild night of action, and we still have so much to look forward to. Angelina Hawkins versus Mae Felix. Reese Matthews versus Josh Wolf. That huge tag team match in our main event. The Purge versus the Justice Family. But right now, it's all about that Anarchy Championship, so let's get it on. Chris Diamond looking to pad his already thick resume. Xander Slate. Oh, looking to remain a double champion. And Slate, often in his matches, enjoying a height advantage, strength advantage, standing at 6'4", 260 pounds. But Diamond undoubtedly going to have that speed and agility factor. Early on, these two mixing it up back and forth. I don't know that these two have ever shared a ring with each other before. I'm almost certain this is a first-time one-on-one encounter. And there's typical Slate, not wasting much time, running his mouth mid-match, as now he hopes to choke the life out of Chris Diamond. Overhand punch up against the ropes. If this is a boxing match, Chris Diamond would really be in trouble. Oh, that punch taking Slate down to one knee. Face first, and again one more time, over and over. Xander Slate getting a good taste of that top turnbuckle. Blood, sweat, tears, rubber. It's not a good taste. Reverse DDT now by the challenger. Diamond putting Slate in the corner of an Irish whip, trying to come from behind for that backstabber, double knees. Looking like Diamond wants to try and pick apart Xander Slate here, bit by bit. Now targeting the leg. Definitely seems to be the strategy. As Slate is the bigger man, makes sense that Diamond wants to keep him grounded. Look at that strength on display, though, from the baller. Deadlifting Slate up for a German suplex and a bridge to try and pin, but wasted too much time there taunting. And Slate gets a kick to the side of the head. Oh, nice shot of the referee's ass. As Diamond pulls Slate in for a big boot. makes the show down for very long, though. Diamond is quickly put right back in trouble. Slate targets the kidneys and the ego. First pinfall attempt of the match. Slate looking to retain here early on, only gets a 1 count. Unsurprising kick out. Both these men have a lot of ways they can beat you. Chris Diamond more than likely looking for the break your neck foundation. Slate, more recently we've seen him favoring the slain by Slate, that submission hold. Opposite side of the ring, Xander Slate, another 10 shots to the face via that top turnbuckle. And Slate says, I'm getting the hell out of here. Not liking the way this match is going right now. Face first off that apron, really hit hard. This is Tyson, head official Tyson, that's in the ring right now, officiating this one. Drop down from Diamond, reverse DDT. Stomp to the back of the head. Rest in peace, Poe. He still pops up every now and then. I'm pretty sure he officiated Christmas Clash. What about Slappy? Pinfall attempt only gets a 1. Going to take more than that for Chris Diamond to leave here tonight as Anarchy champion. Look at these knees to the chest. Diamond's backing into the corner. This is bad news for Xander Slate. Super kick. Almost knocking the beard right off of him. Diamond not content, though, to try to go for the pin. Look at him, though. Tearing at that knee of Xander Slate. Slate very wisely gets to his feet. Now going into overdrive, trying to put Chris Diamond away sooner rather than later. Vintage Slate here, tilt the world single knee backbreaker. He's got more than that though for Chris Diamond. Slate walk slam by the OG Dirty Heel, looking to retain the Anarchy Championship. Will it be enough? 1, 2, no. Xander Slate, after a moment of hesitation, looking to ensure Diamond does not walk out with the Anarchy Championship, slain by Slate. But Chris Diamond has done his homework. He was ready for it. Slate not even getting it fully locked in before Diamond's able to escape, and now Slate is busted open with that well-placed punch to the forehead. Bam! To the head. Double boots ringing the bell of Xander Slate. The corner, that's a bad place to be when you're against Chris Diamond. He could be looking for the break your neck foundation. Maybe not. What the hell is Diamond doing here? Slate draped on the bottom rope, bleeding from his head. Chris Diamond lining up his shot. Diamond with a drive-by kick. And if he can get into the pin in time, we might have a new Anarchy champion. 1, 2, no! So close, but no cigar for the baller, who drops to his knees. Taking a deep breath, pacing himself. He knows that he's got Slate hurt, and he's just got to stay focused. Couple of clothesline, super kick, dropping Slate rather unceremoniously, and once more to the corner. Beckons for Slate to rise to his knees, leaving him wide open. Another super kick, ducked this time by Slate, though he was ready. Counters the Irish whip from behind. Slate moving much slower now. He's lost a bit of blood. Really wants Diamond in that corner though. Back elbow. Up to the middle rope. European uppercut to the back of the head. And speaking of heads, Xander Slate holding his. Never a good sign as he tries to gouge at the eyes of Chris Diamond. Slate circling his prey. Really can't take that much time though, especially against someone as experienced as Chris Diamond. Back and forth these two go now. Tit for tat, turning into a reversal fest. These two veterans in the CMV ring. Scoop slam. Nope, says Chris Diamond. But catches him with a clothesline, knocking Slate out of the ring. And Diamond says, this is my ring now, baby. And Chris Diamond taunting Slate here, saying, get up if you can. Get back in the ring if you're man enough. Diamond has no intentions of going ringside. Look at this, though. Really trying to get under Slate's skin, and it might have worked. Slate kicking him right in the face. And now Slate with that brutal kick and kick. That's how he won the tag team match on Supremacy earlier this week. 1, 2. Oh, and Diamond nearly cost himself the match. 2.999, but not out of the woods yet. Slate looking down at Diamond. And on the prowl now. But Diamond saw it coming. Nailing Slate from the jawbreaker, tries to go low. DDT rocking Slate and Diamond. Diamond's finally had enough. The baller with the break your neck foundation. Hooks the leg for a new champion. 1, 2. No. Xander Slate. 2.999. The OG Dirty Heel denies Diamond after a break your neck foundation. There we get an inverted overdrive. And Diamond's furious, stomping at the hand of Slate, just trying to think of anything he can do here to try and win this match. Look, he's not done. Some more stomps to the hand. Perhaps trying to make sure Slate can't lock in the slain by Slate again. Oh, and hang on a second. Diamond using some of his old heel tactics. Leverage from the ropes. But it's not enough, especially against an OG Dirty Heel like Slate. He knows all the tricks. Big kick from Slate, tripped up. Maybe Diamond can force Xander Slate to quit here. Figure 4 applied and Slate taps! Slate taps! And we have a new Anarchy champion, ladies and gentlemen. All the damage Diamond did to the knee throughout the match pays off. Figure 4, Slate taps, and we've got a new champion. What a match! These two stealing the show. Diamond planting the seeds throughout this match to eventually lock in that figure 4, and Slate did not last long. Chris Diamond with yet another championship added to his already impressive resume. New Anarchy champion, baby. And I will be right back. Gonna grab water before we continue with the action. Alright, I got myself some agua. Ready to continue on. And coming up next, back to the women's division, we venture as women's hardcore champion Angelina Hawkins in action. Going to be going one-on-one with newcomer May Felix, who she ran into during that 8-woman tag team match at Christmas Clash. Of course, it was Team Joy Justice, which Angelina Hawkins was a part of, versus Team Danielle Davis, which May Felix was a part of. Team Danielle Davis victorious on that night. Hawkins hoping to get herself back on track, of course, coming off of that defense of her hardcore championship at Ascendance 8, defeating Riley Van Wilson. Wilson returning next week on Supremacy for the first time since that loss. But right now, May Felix going to have herself a crack at the women's hardcore champion, non-title as it may be. Huge opportunity for May Felix. And still to come tonight, Brett Curtis and Andrew Briggs in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And our huge main event where the Purge welcomes the Justice family to Crossfire. We saw May Felix ringside earlier this week on Supremacy for Project Psycho. Jordan Nicholson and Hunter Quinn, their tag team debut, and losing effort to Thunder from Down Under. Now hoping to bring some momentum to the group. And some serious momentum it would be. So here we go, Angelina Hawkins. May Felix one-on-one championship not on the line. May Felix could see herself earning a future shot at the belt. And we've already seen a couple of upsets over champions this week. Look back to Supremacy where Rama Young knocked off women's champion Joy Justice. It's not been a good couple of weeks for Joy Justice and her allies. Angelina Hawkins taking a knee to the lower back. And now May Felix to the German suplex, but Hawkins lands right on her feet. Now some stomps to the upper back of the rookie. Figure four, head scissors, long legs of Angelina Hawkins coming into play there. May Felix not wanting to stick around for very long. Walks right into that kick to the midsection. Ooh, and a gourd buster. That is an old school move right there. Very rare to witness nowadays as we get a dragon screw. Hey, figure four just knocked off the men's Anarchy champion, so perhaps May Felix hoping it'll work the same on the women's hardcore champion. Big setup from Felix, Samoan driver, and right now Angelina Hawkins is in bad shape. May Felix having her way with the champ. I'd probably have to leave. I'd probably have to leave the U.S. if that became a law. A knee to the gut from Felix. Jordan Nicholson and Hunter Quinn, I'm sure, not that far away, keeping a close eye on this one. Michinoku driver for Felix. Keeps hitting Angelina Hawkins with these big moves, and eventually that's going to add up. Hopefully Hawkins doesn't make that age-old mistake underestimating the fresh May Felix. A fresh-faced Rook. Takedown by Angelina, and we know what she's setting up for there. That Indian deathlock of hers. Which nearly put Riley Van Wilson back on the shelf after Ascendance 8. Had her rehabbing these last few weeks. Oh, there's a shin breaker. On the shoulders, but May Felix quickly able to use her weight, dropping down behind Angelina. Reverse DDT, and just like that, she's back in a dominant position. May Felix with another Samoan driver. This time hooks the leg to try and pin. 1, 2, 3, and she does! May Felix has just picked up a huge upset win against Angelina Hawkins. Easy peasy lemon squeezy for May Felix. I hate to say it, but a pretty dominant win from the newcomer. That is how you put yourself on the map. Angelina Hawkins not looking very happy with herself. Been a run of bad luck. And now May Felix has a legitimate claim to a shot at that hardcore championship. Coming up next, guys, it is that Falls Count Anywhere match between Brett Curtis and Drew Briggs. Set 8, where both these men failed to capture the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship from Jason Spade, unfortunately, much to the chagrin of us all. Jason Spade still undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, but these two have a beef to settle as they are newly christened Crossfire superstars. Only one can a step ahead of the other, and this throwdown still to come. Reed Matthews taking on Josh Wolf, and in our main event, the Purge Global Champion Schmitty and United States Champion Jarek Lawson welcoming the Justice family to Crossfire. And again, guys, huge announcement earlier tonight. We know that Battle Scars is on the horizon, only 4 weeks away, but first, in 2 weeks' time, Wild Card returns with a much anticipated clash between Schmitty and Jason Spade. One-on-one champion versus champion will take place, along with every single undercard championship being on the line against a completely randomized challenger. That means that anybody in CMV, no matter what show, is eligible for a championship opportunity at Wildcard. Truly anything can happen. We've seen some wild things in the past at this Wildcard event. Brett Curtis really tried to strike out on his own towards the end of last season. In a lot of ways he did, knocking off Jason Spade clean in that street fight they had. The supremacy before Ascendance 8, but when the lights were on bright at the show of shows, Brett Curtis could not get the job done. Neither could Andrew Briggs. Both men battled back by that little worm. Jason Spade managed to escape just like he did earlier this week on Supremacy. But now it's a fresh start for Brett Curtis here on Crossfire. An old enemy was drafted along with him, though. Like I said, only one of these guys can take a step in the right direction here tonight in this Falls Count Anywhere match. And much in the same boat is Andrew Briggs. The winner of the King of the Hill was hoping to get his one-on-one shot against Jason Spade at Ascendance. Ended up turning into a triple threat. Andrew Briggs, though, said he didn't mind. He preferred a triple threat. And in the end, it kind of became a singles match anyway. After Brett Curtis was eliminated first, Andrew Briggs could not get the job done either. And Briggs has been a Supremacy boy since the start of Supremacy. So now this is really unmarked territory for the CMV veteran. So here we go, Falls Count Anywhere match on the first episode of Crossfire this season. One man, who will it be, Brett Curtis or Andrew Briggs? Hopes to kick things off in this new chapter of their career. Sweep by Brett Curtis, big kick to the back. Gonna follow it up with a stomp to the back of the head. Curtis going after the arms of Andrew Briggs, and early on looking for a pinfall attempt, which of course in a Falls Count Anywhere match will count anywhere. Pins, submissions, no matter the location in this match, viable to end the match. Dragon screw from Curtis, big kick to the chest though, gets caught by Briggs, dragon screw of his own. Tell these two beginning to know each other very well after not only fighting one another but teaming together as well. Remember, they made a pact to try and take Jason Spade down. Oh, knee to the chest. And Brett. Wait a minute though. Who's guys? That's Matsuda Tanaka's theme music. But he's not coming out onto the stage. Wait a minute! Matsuda Tanaka, he's behind Brett Curtis. What the hell is the ultimate one? Kinshasa from Matsuda Tanaka. And Andrew Briggs, I'm not even sure if he's fully aware of what's going on. 1, 2, oh, but Brett Curtis escapes by the skin of his teeth. What the hell, Matsuda Tanaka? Also, one of the new draftees here to Crossfire just about took Brett Curtis's head off. And luckily, it wouldn't have mattered if Tyson even saw that, because no disqualifications in a Falls Count Anywhere match, but still, just as quickly as he arrived, Matsuda Tanaka has vanished. Perhaps Tanaka, miffed at being left off the card here, first Crossfire of the season, decided to make an impact himself and chose Brett Curtis as his target. Luckily, Curtis able to kick out of that Kinshasa, however the damage might be done. Is that going to be a campaign by Senator Shea Hoxton? Campaign to reinstate Murphy. Pinfall attempt by Curtis. You can see Curtis going for multiple pins here. Desperate after getting attacked by Matsuda Tanaka. Andrew Briggs has a big advantage going forward. Face first off the top turnbuckle. Catches a boot though from Briggs, ready for him. And there's a cross-arm DDT that'll have you seeing stars. Turned around in the corner, Curtis. You can tell the cogs are turning. What's he got planned here? Ooh! Sort of a turnbuckle assisted, I want to say fisherman's, but he didn't really hook the leg. More of a vertical suplex. Evidently had some oomph behind it. He's going to do it again. It worked so well the first time. I guess it is a fisherman's. He does kind of hook the leg. There you go. That's a good fisherman's right there. And a pin to try and knock Andrew Briggs off. But definitely be impressive. Especially after the flash interference by Matsuda Tanaka. Spinning soul kick. And there you see referee Tyson getting in position just in case there's a pin. As this is Falls Count Anywhere. Shiranui from Curtis. Oh, and on the outside, did you hear that thud? 1, 2. Oh. Briggs narrowly escaping. Curtis looks like he might have Briggs' number. The former Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to dig down deep at this point. Hard to believe he's been the underdog in this match. Clothesline. And again. Ducks Curtis' clothesline attempt. Leaping lariat. Curtis on spaghetti legs. And Andrew Briggs looks to take advantage. Fisherman's driver. Crunching Curtis' neck. Curtis, though, emptying his clip. And now it's time to reload. Curtis says, gonna go night-night, Briggs. Couple of forearm smashes. There's a Tanahashi clothesline to boot. Curtis still ain't content. What's he looking for? Oh, whatever he had set up, Andrew Briggs wants none of it. And Briggs, big knee, busting Curtis open. The blood beginning to pour from the skull of the specialist. And in the corner, not a place you want to be against Andrew Briggs. Shining a wizard. Good night, sweet prince. 1, 2. But Curtis, talk about some resiliency. Look at Briggs, though. He knows exactly what to do next. If that's not enough, then perhaps the corkscrew moonsault will do the trick. But Curtis saw it coming. Curtis knows Briggs too well, able to move out of the way. And now going in for the kill. Briggs is vulnerable. And Curtis, no qualms, taking advantage. But there goes Briggs rolling out of harm's way. However, nowhere is safe from Brett. Curtis with a fist drop from the top rope to the outside. And that's a pin. That's technically a pin right there. But I guess referee Tyson, not going to count that. I feel like that really should have been a pin, though. And well over a 3 count. Back into the ring. Brett Curtis. Up to the top rope again, but decides against that. And maybe that's a mistake. Andrew Briggs able to use those precious couple of seconds. Neck breaker. Dropping Curtis. Flush and Andrew Briggs. Liking the way this match is going for him right now. That attitude changes quickly. Forearm smash in the lower back and to the upper back. Curtis tried for this earlier. Briggs able to reverse it, but not this time. Air raid siren. The alarms blare. 1, 2. Curtis not able to believe that Andrew Briggs kicked out of that one. Now goes low. Briggs ready. Oh, shooting off the knee. DDT. Unpleasant endings for Brett Curtis here in this match, and he can't seem to get a lid on Andrew Briggs. Credit where it's due. I thought the match was over after Matsuda Tanaka interfered and hit the Kinshasa. But look at Briggs with a zigzag, making an ultra rare appearance, cracking Curtis's head at ringside, but still only a 2 count. These two beating the piss out of each other. What is Andrew Briggs doing here? What is he doing? Powerbomb on the apron, and then swinging. Oh my God! Lip him shoulder first into the canvas. Sickening. Sickening. Jesus. How is Curtis's arm not hanging out of its socket right now after that? An absolute beast. I think I've got some newfound respect for Brett Curtis after all he's endured in this match. It's still kicking. Briggs wrenching at the jaw. Look at the blood pouring down the face of Curtis, but still he refuses to give in. Pop-up punch it. A real ringer. This is just devolving into a slugfest now. Both men throwing out haymakers, hoping anything lands. And Curtis's spirits cannot be dampered. What a machine. Double knees to the gut. Oh, and then comes back for some more. Looking for another air raid siren, it looks like. And Andrew Briggs, ready for it. Gets off that forearm smash. Can't deflect the German suplex, though. Stomp in the middle of the back. Drag out towards the middle of the ring. No. What's Curtis doing? Curtis? Hey, it's Falls Count Anywhere. This is completely legal. Looking to use some leverage from the ropes. It ain't going to be enough, though. Not for someone the caliber of Andrew Briggs. Chops away that hand to escape the front headlock. Big kick to the gut, sucks the air right up out of Andrew Briggs. And just trying to rip that arm clean off. Ken Donahue, I gotta commend you a little bit. Hell of a show so far. What a match this has been. Uh-oh, another neck breaker from Andrew Briggs. Brett Curtis rolling out to ringside, hoping he can catch his breath, but maybe forgetting this is Falls Count Anywhere. And another zigzag. The sound of Curtis's head smacking off the mat. 1, 2. Curtis will not die. And Briggs is furious. What's it going to take for the former undisputed world heavyweight champion to put Brett Curtis away once and for all? Up to the top. Salt again, maybe. But decides to take another course of action. Specialist. Misses that stomp, though. And that might be all the opening Curtis needs. Straight jacket DDT. Last second reversal by Briggs to save himself from getting his skull split open. Vertical suplex. Simple, effective. Nothing fancy about it. Briggs goes low. Double leg takedown. Almost puts Curtis right through the canvas. Exactly where Briggs wants Curtis, looking for another shining wizard, maybe. Curtis going for another air raid siren. These two reversing everything that they throw at each other. Curtis finally gets off the bicycle kick. Truly a reversal fest in this Falls Count Anywhere match between Brett Curtis and Andrew Briggs. You may have forgotten that Matsuda Tanaka interfered earlier and attacked Brett Curtis. I think Matsuda Tanaka may have picked a fight with the wrong guy, or maybe not. Another knee. 1, 2, 3. Andrew Briggs finally able to keep Brett Curtis down. What a match. Definitely got to put an asterisk on that one. Whether Andrew Briggs wanted to help Matsuda Tanaka or not. But Brett Curtis, even still after the interference, giving Andrew Briggs the fight of his life here. Incredible match and big win for Andrew Briggs in his first night as a Crossfire superstar. Well, coming up next, guys, it is co-main event time for the first episode of Crossfire in the new season. Still to come in our main event, Purge's Global Champion Schmitty and United States Champion Jared Lawson. Welcome, Jared, Leon, and Bloody Justice, the Justice family, to Crossfire. But first, European Champion Reese Matthews in action as he goes one-on-one with Josh Wolf. Josh Wolf, of course, coming off of his loss of the United States Championship to Jared Lawson at Ascendance, but Wolf proclaims that in the new season, he's going to make himself a viable contender once again for the CMV Global Championship, and hopes to get off to a good start here tonight by knocking off Reese Matthews, who has had an iron-tight grip on that European Championship the past couple months, defending it left and right, but now a Crossfire superstar. These two go back a ways. This is far from the first time they tangled, but it has been a while, and both men definitely in very different places the last time they faced mano a mano. But with Josh Wolf's proclamation that he's looking for a shot at the Global Championship, wants a rematch with Schmitty, of course it was Schmitty who defeated Josh Wolf at Purgatory to become the new Global Champion. But Wolf has definitely put a target on his back. Reese Matthews drafted with the CMV European Championship here to Crossfire, and he, along with all other mid-card champions, on high alert with the announcement of Wild Card coming up in 2 weeks' time. Reese Matthews in his European Championship gonna be there, and who will be randomly selected for a shot at his gold. We know that Reese Matthews, his long goal since his return midway through last season, has to once again become world champion. And it might not be the CMV Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, but the Global Championship certainly going to be number one priority for Reese Matthews. No longer wanting to be known as a former Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, but a future Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. And with both these men having similar goals in mind, you're going to be sure this is a big match. Who gets elevated and who has to start the climb all over again? Josh Wolf has called Crossfire his home since its inception, and he took the fight to the Purge time and time again last season, but coming up short more recently at Ascendance, of course, again losing the United States Championship to Jared Lawson. But now Josh Wolf wants the head of the snake. He wants Schmitty, and it looks, guys, like we're going to have a spectator here at ringside, Jacob Ziegler. Wanted to get a closer look. Of course, Ziegler failed to capture the Global Championship from Schmitty at Christmas Clash, and what was the runner-up for match of the year. And with both Reese Matthews and Josh Wolf proclaiming that they want a shot at the Global Championship, it seems like Jacob Ziegler wants to take special interest in this match. Wants to scout out the competition, who stands between he and another shot at Schmitty in the Global Championship. More pressure added to what was already a big match for both Reese Matthews and Josh Wolf to begin with, as Ziegler parks his seat at ringside. Many times that Reese Matthews and Josh Wolf have faced off in the past. Back when Reese Matthews was a member of Click, Josh Wolf was waging another war. Wolf has never been able to beat Reese Matthews one-on-one, but like I said, the last time these two faced off, they were two very different people. Reese Matthews gets a head start with a neck breaker, now backing Josh Wolf into the ropes. We'll be getting a clean-up break here. I would be very surprised. No, cheap shot from Wolf. Immediate kick to the gut, down to one knee, and Reese Matthews leaving him open for that neck breaker as Jacob Ziegler watches on. Back to the collar double tie-up. Reese Matthews has Wolf's arm. Go behind by the European champion. And a tweet here, guys, from Bloody Justice says, Schmitty, hold that belt for me, because after tonight, win or lose, I'll be hunting for it. Schmitty's got a lot of challenges coming out of the woodwork. Ooh, nice neck breaker, last second reversal for Josh Wolf. No doubt about it, though, if Justice family knock off the Purge in our main event coming up next, that'll for sure put Bloody Justice right at the top of the rankings for a shot at the Global Championship, which all three men that we see right now are vying for. Side headlock by Josh Wolf has control of Reese Matthews at the moment. And I said it last season, I think Josh Wolf was in the best shape of his career, not just physically, but mentally. Bumpy road a couple years ago, turning on Reese Ortiz and everything that followed afterwards. But Josh Wolf definitely back on the right page. Held that United States Championship for the majority of last season. Early pinfall attempt by Reese Matthews. Only gets a 1 count, though. Quickly back to his feet, not wanting to give Reese Matthews a chance to keep him grounded. Ooh, knee trembler, shades of the one and only William Regal. Always love seeing a good knee trembler. Josh Wolf stopped before he got to the ropes right there. Oh, a trio of elbows to the midsection, backing Reese Matthews off. Tries to go low as Wolf, but Reese is waiting. Ooh, clothesline, and down goes Wolf. Wolf will kicks to the back of the head. Reese Matthews launching Wolf into the corner. What's up, Jacob Ziegler? Getting very close to the action as Josh Wolf tries to shake off the hurt. Reese Matthews hopping on him with those knees. On the apron, Josh Wolf holds onto the top rope. Will he be taking a tumble? Reese Matthews pulling him back through the ropes. Hangman's DDT. Reese Matthews striking at Wolf with his own maneuver. Wolf has favored the DDT as of late, putting away many opponents. Here's one variation. Off the kneeling position. Oh, and Reese gets busted open. Wolf now dragging Reese towards the center of the ring. Roll through. Picks Reese up. Over his shoulders. Could be an air raid siren. Yes, it is. Neck breaker. And Josh Wolf on the hunt as he looks to put away Reese Matthews here on the first episode of Crossfire this season. hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Josh Wolf finally puts out Reese Matthews in a big, big, big win for Josh Wolf to kick off the season. He made his intentions clear. He's coming for Schmitty in the Global Championship. Reese Matthews couldn't stand in his way. Will Jacob Ziegler? Josh Wolf sending a very clear message to not only Jacob Ziegler, the rest of the locker room, but Schmitty and the Purge. He's not done with the fight. But guys, it looks like Jacob Ziegler isn't content to stand at ringside and watch as he begins to enter the ring here. Jacob Ziegler offering a handshake for that performance by Josh Wolf. Reps. Some sport. Oh, but wait a minute. Ziegler pulling Wolf in, making it clear that he's going to that Global Championship too, and he's not going to let Josh Wolf stand in his way. Well, one thing is definitely clear now after tonight, and what we've seen, Schmitty has got a huge target on his back. Many superstars gunning for he and that Global Championship he holds. Schmitty now in action alongside United States Champion Derek Lawson, welcoming the Justice family to Crossfire. Jared Leon and Bloody Justice to take the fight to the Purge. Bloody Justice tweeting during that last match we saw between Matthews and Wolf, saying he wants a shot at the Global Championship as well, and a win here in this tag team match most certainly elevate him to the top of the ranking. This is really a fresh start for Justice, who has come close so many times over the years to really breaking that glass ceiling and coming in his own as a single superstar, winning singles championship gold, continues to elude Bloody Justice, but maybe here on Crossfire he can start new and instantaneously put Schmitty on notice. Before this match gets underway, guys, Jared Leon tweeting out saying, "Lawson, you don't deserve that United States Championship. You haven't given blood for this country, and be warned, I want that belt, so watch yourself." Jared Leon calling out Jared Lawson. So Lawson wants the United States Championship. Bloody Justice wants the Global Championship. The Purge being back to the wall, be able to battle the Justice family here in our main event. Schmitty ended last season very strong for the Purge. Ascendance 8 as a whole was a phenomenal night for the Purge. All members winning their respective matches, culminating with Schmitty defeating Ace Reeves in the main event. And then kicking off this season by putting on an absolute instant classic with Ziegler at Christmas Clash, retaining the Global Championship. And now the stage is set for he and Jason Spade to have their much anticipated one-on-one clash at Wild Card in 2 weeks' time. But Schmitty can't afford to look past the Justice family here in our main event tonight. And a tweet here, guys, from Tenra says, all these people talking about how they want what the Purge has. The Purge is property. They need to shut their mouths before we shut them ourselves. So Tenra, on behalf of the rest of the Purge, telling the Justice family, Reese Matthews, Josh Wolf, Ziegler, everybody else, that they better know their place. This is Crossfire. This is the Purge's show. The Purge is riding high right now. Will they be knocked off their pedestal by the Justice family here? Jarek Lawson had a hell of a rookie year, voted Rookie of the Year for good reason. One of the longest reigning champions in CMV history. The last ever Rising Star champion. And a man with only one singles loss to his name all of last season. And he got his payback for that loss, beating Josh Wolf at Ascendance 8 to become United States champion. Jarek Lawson debuting a new look. No longer the cowboy, but a rock star, perhaps. Some new swagoo to go with that new beautiful belt wrapped around his waist. The Purge is Schmitty and Jarek Lawson taking on the demented Justice family. And just like that, chills sent up and down the spine of everyone in attendance. Jared Leon, the monster, and his brother-in-law, Bloody Justice, have arrived on Crossfire. A new start, a new beginning for the Justice family. The Justice family are here. And the Purge might be in big time trouble. So here we go, let's get it on. Schmitty gonna start things off against Jared Leon. Last season, Purge grabbed Crossfire by the balls and have held the show hostage ever since. Schmitty shaping it into the show he believes it should be and willing to do whatever he has to do to ensure that his vision becomes reality. But now a whole new wave of challengers have arrived and are cropping up. Schmitty might not have much longer to sit atop the mountain. Tag to Jarek Lawson. Jared Leon wanted a piece of the United States champion. Well, here you go. Grabs it over the arm and snaps it back over the knee. That loss to Josh Wolf last season haunted Jarek Lawson for months and months until he finally got his rematch at the grandest stage of them all able to put Josh Wolf down to become the United States champion. Lawson, Rookie of the Year. Now let's see what he can do in year 2. I'm seeing even bigger things from the rock star. Tries to go for a cutter. Deflected though, Justice. With a nice clothesline to ground him. Ooh, taken down swiftly with that arm drag. Derek Lawson seems to be targeting the arms of Bloody Justice. Perhaps setting up for some sort of submission. Bloody Justice crawling to the corner, hoping for refuge. Not sure he's going to find it there, though. Slingshot, leg drop to the back of the head. Derek Lawson quickly back into the ring, as Justice is going to throw him down with an arm drag of his own. Closes in on Lawson, only to get thrown overhead. Back to the corner of the Purge. Bad part of town for Justice, who gets his clock clean with that European uppercut. You can see Jared Leon asking for a tag early into this one. That's not a good sign. Lawson going up to the top rope. Jared Leon looking to help out his brother-in-law. Trying to distract Lawson. Not doing much good, though. Beautiful elbow drop. Textbook execution. Now goes for the pin. Does the United States champion. Will this one be over early? It nearly is. Justice gets up an elbow there. Stunning Lawson, able to close the distance, catches the forearm. Oh, and a discus knee right on the chin of Bloody Justice. Luckily, though, Jared Leon able to break that pin up at the count of 1. Now he's going to pay for it, but Leon fighting back. Schmitty looking irritated. Lawson now with a hammerlock, chin-lock combination. Suffice to say, Bloody Justice not looking too good right now. Wisely going to opt to make a tag to Jared Leon. If Jared Leon would stop mocking these fans here for a second. There you go. Traditionally, Jarek Lawson does not have a great tag team record. In singles competition, he's only ever been defeated once. But in tag team matches, well, not so much. Thrown down by Lawson. Harsh landing. Jared Leon sent into the corner. Lawson wanting to tag to Schmitty, and he gets it. Look at the Purge working together. Kick to the back of the head, a high knee to the jaw, and now Schmitty with a Northern Light suplex hooks the leg of Leon to pin here and perhaps win, but not even a 1 count. Back body drop, Jared Leon. Tag to Bloody Justice, shrink with tags for the Justice family. Oh, and that back elbow. Gonna force Bloody Justice to retreat. Yeah, the Justice family not doing great so far in this tag team match, our main event on the first Crossfire of the new season. The Purge has definitely given them a fight. This has been all Schmitty and Jarek Lawson so far. Clobbering blow to the upper head. Right off the ring apron. Bloody Justice getting a tour of the ringside area his first night on Crossfire. Schmitty's not done either. Snake Eyes on the apron, gonna bust Bloody Justice open. The 3-time tag team champion being taken to school by Schmitty, bloodying the apron, not holding anything back. Of course not, it's Schmitty. As much as Bloody Justice attempts to fight here, count of 10, having until 20 to get back into the ring. Schmitty has an answer for everything. Justice just can't get going. Back into the ring. Hot tag. A lifeline here for the Justice family. Oh, but Jared Leon running right into a knee. Schmitty instantly taking Leon down with that swinging neck breaker. Into the pin, a very cocky pin, only gets a 1 count. Justice family down, but not out just yet. Jared Leon still has some fight left in him. Short arm clothesline. And here comes the Uranagi. Just about putting Schmitty through the canvas. And can you imagine if Jared Leon is able to knock off the global champion? That's what he's looking to do. Sister's Joy. Taking a page out of Bloody Justice's playbook. But Jarek Lawson able to make the save before even the 1 count. Now Schmitty gonna retaliate. Old school. Bloody Justice trying to distract the referee, giving Leon some time to kick out here. Will it be enough though? 1, 2. Yes, it will. But Schmitty, he ain't done. And Jared Leon far from out of the woods, able to counter a second old school. Float over. DDT from the monster. Here we go. Now the Justice family is starting to get into a groove. Collar and elbow. Schmitty thrown down to the canvas. Another Uranagi. The global champion's in big trouble. Arms out wide. A prayer to the spider deities. Things have gone from bad to worse for Schmitty, and Jared Leon unrelenting. Bloody Justice grabbing the global champion. Oh, knee to the gut. Straight into another Sister's Joy. Look at that. 1, 2. Oh, but unable to get the 3. Schmitty actually kicking out on his own. Bloody Justice and Jarek Lawson coming to blows, and I think Leon may have just accidentally tagged Bloody Justice with that pump. A bit of miscommunication. Schmitty swung out into a single knee gutbuster. This has been one-sided for the last few minutes. Jared Leon all over Schmitty like peanut butter on jelly. On the rebound, tries to go low. Kicks to the midsection, works out. And throws Schmitty overhead with that choke toss. But Jared Leon has expended himself. He's got little left in the tank. A tag to Bloody Justice might be the smart move. But Leon is so in the zone right now. Twist of fate from Schmitty. And Schmitty's feeling it. He's catching his second wind. Jared Leon does not want to let that happen. Cross body. The claw, the claw, the claw of doom from Jared Leon. But a chop block from Schmitty. Stops that dead, distracts. Double forearm smash. There's the clothesline. Jared Leon caught up in the modified face buster. And now Schmitty probably looking for the rear naked choke. Big punch from Leon. And before Schmitty can make the hot tag, Leon stops him. With the choke. That big meaty claw wrapped around the throat of Schmitty, trying to choke the life out of him. Leon from the corner, stalking Schmitty, the spider bow, hunting Schmitty like game in the bloody forest. A third. No, Schmitty counters Sister's Joy at the last second. And he's telling this freak, get the hell out of here. You shouldn't be in the ring with me. But the way this match has been going, I don't know about that. Jared Leon beating the hell out of Schmitty. Just unable to keep him down. Net crank by Leon. Got a bit of blood on his hand. I don't know where he got that from. Maybe when he accidentally punched Bloody Justice. Down on his knees, continuing to seek guidance from the spider deities. That may have cost him. Schmitty gets off the jawbreaker, looking for another old school body block by Leon. Massive knee to the side of the head. The game changer on Dream Street. Leon, you can see how gassed he is. Can't afford to take his foot off the pedal. Irish whip to the corner. Tag to Bloody Justice. And what are we going to see here from the Justice family? Oh, knee to the face. And an Enzu lariat. One. Oh, might have been a 3 count, but Leon, so exhausted, ended up collapsing. Bloody Justice. Look at Schmitty. He is bleeding like a stuck pig. This is the perfect opportunity. Can Justice focus? Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Is Justice actually going to do it? Is Justice going to do it? Schmitty on spaghetti legs from the corner. No! Schmitty reverses. Justice to his feet. Snapmare takes a step back, lines up his shot. Neck snap. And Schmitty wants a tag, but Jarek Lawson is still down outside the ring. Justice! We haven't seen this for a while. Bloody Justice with a snap Samoan drop. The pin. 1, 2, no. What is it gonna take? Justice into the corner once again. He's gonna give it another shot. Will it work this time? No, Schmitty's got it well scouted. That neck breaker not doing much good for Bloody Justice. Trading spaces now. Justice talking that shit right to Schmitty's bloodied face. Tries to go low. Schmitty's ready. Targets the shoulder. Schmitty staring through bloodied eyes. Justice! Looking for a choke slam, it was looking like. Shades of his sister, the women's champion, and Schmitty finally gets a tag to Jarek Lawson after getting his ass kicked for a good 10 minutes. And this match might rest on the shoulders of Jarek Lawson at this point. Schmitty, I don't think he's going to be much good. Half Boston Crab by Jarek Lawson, the United States champion, trying to force the submission. Will Bloody Justice be tapped out his first night here on Crossfire? No. Big kick misses. Lawson coming up from behind. Tossing Bloody Justice down. Jawbreaker. Staggering the Rockstar. Leaving him open. To the corner. Justice wants a piece. Enziguri from Lawson. Lawson definitely seems to want to slow this match down, whereas Justice is trying to kick it into another gear. That arm being targeted. That'll make it hard for Justice to hit pretty much all of his big moves. The Enzu Lariat, the Sister's Joy, the neck breaker. Uh-oh, dirty pin here, using leverage from the ropes, but Justice ain't gonna have any of that. Big discus forearm. Jarek Lawson now having trouble keeping his feet grounded. Dragged over to the corner. Jarek Lawson tagged to Schmitty. Is Schmitty ready though? That wasn't very long to rest. Perhaps Schmitty doesn't need very long. Bloody Justice, no idea what's coming. Or does he? Looking for the old school Schmitty. Schmitty instead gonna get a choke slam. No, countered with some elbows to the back of the head. Grabs hold of the arm, forearm smash. Both these men bleeding profusely. Clothesline by Justice. And what a clothesline it was. Hook to the jaw though. Schmitty's got the rear naked. If he gets the body scissors, there it is, and it's gotta be over. It's game over for Bloody Justice. Rear naked choke locked in. There's no escaping. Bloody Justice forced to tap. What a match though. It started off domination by the Purge, but the Justice family made a comeback, and what a comeback it was. Then they dominated, but in the end, Schmitty able to inch out of victory over Bloody Justice with the rear naked choke. Maybe not victorious, but the Justice family with a message sent. their first night here on Crossfire. The Purge put on notice. And I don't think this is over. After how close that was. Thank you guys for joining me, as always, for tuning into the later show. We got to give Ken Donahue a little bit of love, but make sure you tune into the flagship show. I assure you that much. Your head in a tub of water, don't pull it out. But until then, I hope you have a lovely rest of your, what's today? Wednesday nights. Have a great new year. And I will see you in 2021.